Okay, that didn't take long. Matheson has been fined by the NHL. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are really unhappy with that ruling, but he has been fined by the NHL $8,467.74, which is the maximum allowable. I'm going to let Twitter speak for me here because my opinion on this was that I'm fine with that. I didn't think it warranted a suspension, but here are some of the reactions. It's the exact same play Matheson got a 2-game suspension for. The inconsistency in your rulings are truly embarrassing. What a joke. Response to that: no, it's not even close. Matheson was late, elevated Pedersen, drove him down. Nothing like it at all. And then they start talking about how things work. Steve Dangle answered with the Wheel of Fortune one. And, you know, I understand, and there's going to be a lot of people who are not happy with this. It's only a suspension. It's only a suspension if the capital player does the injuring, which totally overlooks others. NHLPS are obviously cap haters. Caps down possibly 2 stars till next tilt due to illegal hits. And the Tanev one didn't even go for a hearing at all. We're in the comments section where a major storm seems to have broken out, which is a South Park one. Great job of letting an extremely dangerous hit go unpunished. Nice to see anti-Caps bias is still alive and well. You just won the cup. Now isn't the time for an anti-Washington bias, dude. And again, and I've looked at the play a number of times today, and again, they go in the corner. I agree that what Morrissey does when he pulls him down to the ice is across the line, and that's why he got fined. I'm sure that the NHL told him, look, that's enough of that crap. We've had enough. Don't do that again, kind of thing. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, that's not enough. And then there's going to be other people saying, well, it's a clean hit. We're never going to have consensus on this. It's never going to happen. There's been 0 hits where there's been consensus, ever. We can, and I've mentioned this, I've talked about this in previous videos. There's hits we can all agree on from 10 years ago. Oh yeah, that's way over the line. That's too much. But 10 years ago, not everybody agreed on it. And again, and I've talked about this previously, when it's one of your teams that's involved in something like this, it can be difficult to separate yourself from it. I'm not saying all fans can't, but look at, for instance, the Malkin play with Oshie last week. I could have seen something happening with that, but the more times I looked at the replay, the more I went, you know what? Oshie runs into him. Oshie's running into him, and Malkin's doing what he has to defend himself. Did he hit him in the head? Yep. Should Oshie have taken a different line as well? Absolutely. So, these plays are not black and white. There's a gray area with all of them, and we will all disagree on where that gray area lies. So suspension, no. Fine, yes. For Morrissey, $8,000 isn't much, and I understand very much that Capitals fans are angry and upset, and they're going to be angry and upset. But for me, again, I did not see it the same as the Matheson hit. I just didn't. And I know that people are going to say, well, Pedersen's a Canuck, so of course you're going to see it that way. No. If I need to load up rants I've gone on about Marchand and stuff he's done that he wasn't suspended for that I thought he should have been, fine, but I've done it. And people who've been subscribers to this channel long enough know I've called out Boston Bruins in the past for things that they've done. And in Vancouver's case, a pretty gentle squad. I can't remember the last time I saw a Canuck do anything dirty that wasn't named Rafi Torres. It's been a while. Anyways, I'd be interested to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, I know people are going to be railing against this, but I get it. I do. But again, I understand other people won't, and they're going to say that. Here's the thing, though. Last night I said it wasn't as bad, and I didn't think much would come from it, if anything. And people said, well, of course he's going to say that because he's a Canuck fan, so, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I saw some of that. And so here's the thing. So Department of Player Safety comes out and kind of has the same opinion as me, like, yeah, fine, not a suspension. So does that mean that there's a conspiracy and I'm in on it? Holy crap, the Bettman video. It's all making sense now. I'm kidding, of course. Anyways, again, let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And I'm gonna say this, Capitals fans, right now. I don't see a giant conspiracy against the Capitals. I'm a fan of the Capitals. Of my Adidas collection, I have 3 Capitals jerseys. I'm a fan of the Capitals. I always have been. But in this case, I can totally see why it was a fine. And I hope TJ Oshie's okay. I hope this doesn't cause him any lasting issues. And again, I feel bad for Washington coming out of last night's game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.